seams. The journey of a $1,000 luxury leather belt begins here at the factory loading dock, where raw animal hides are. Each hide arrives rolled and compressed for shipping, and the first step after unloading is to stretch the leather flat so every square inch can be examined for quality. Every hide is inspected by hand and magnifying lens because only an expert's touch can detect microscopic scars. Defective areas are marked with yellow industrial chalk, creating clear boundaries that tell cutters exactly which sections to reject before they waste time processing unusable leather. High-precision digital roller sensors measure the exact thickness of every leather sheet multiple times per second, because consistent thickness is the foundation of premium belt manufacturing. Automated pneumatic arms instantly separate thinner grade B leather from premium sheets, ensuring only the thickest, highest quality hides proceed to the next stage of processing. Premium hides are stacked and lightly pressed under hydraulic plates, flattening any curled edges and preparing the leather for organized storage before chemical processing begins. Forklifts and automated guided vehicles transport the graded and compressed leather stacks to the chemical tanning department, where raw hide begins its transformation into lotions. Every leather batch receives a unique digital identity at intake, with barcode tags recording origin, weight, and grade. Before chemical tanning can begin, premium hides enter a climate-controlled buffer zone, where ultrasonic humidifiers maintain exact.
Inside the chemical tanning department, massive 15-foot stainless steel drums receive the prepared hides through sebentants.
A precise mixture of chromium sulfate and organic tanning extracts is injected into the drum under high pressure.
Heavy gear motors spin the massive drums in continuous 360-degree rotation, causing the leather and chemicals to tumble together.
Experienced operators monitor analog dashboards throughout the tanning process, adjusting temperature and pressure with mechanical switches and valves. When the tanning cycle finishes, automated bottom valves open and drain the used chemical fluid directly into the factory's water turrets. Mechanical grippers extract the transformed leather from the drum, revealing the dramatic change to wet blue state, where chromium wet blue sheets pass through high-pressure wringer rollers that squeeze out excess moisture and chemical solution, reducing the leather's liquid content by more than half before the next processing stage. An ultra-sharp band knife splitting machine precisely divides each wet blue hide into two layers. The premium top grain leather is stretched across vertical frames and clamped under tension from all four sides, pulling the material perfectly flat before it enters the thermal drying tunnel. The tensioned frames enter a long thermal drying tunnel, where infrared heaters gently remove remaining moisture from the leather. At the exit of the drying tunnel, automatic release pins disengage the tension clamps, and the completely dry chemical mist spray nozzles apply natural oils and conditioners to the dry leather, restoring flexibility and suppleness that was lost during heat drying. A massive 50-ton hydraulic press, equipped with a reverse-etched crocodile skin die, stands ready, and conditioned. The 50-ton press delivers its full force at 180 degrees Celsius for 3 seconds, permanently stamping the reverse distance. For continuous production runs, a rotary embossing system uses an etched heated copper cylinder rotating against a backing roller. Each embossed sheet is inspected against high-intensity LED light panels, where the angled illumination reveals every peak and valley. Inside an automated spray booth, a multi-axis robotic gun applies a uniform base coat of dark brown lacquer to the embossed insurits. A master artisan wields a precision airbrush to apply hand shading, directing dark brown and black pigments into the deep shades. The shaded leather passes through a horizontal flash drying oven, where infrared heat permanently bonds the liquid pigments to the leather, measuring RGB color values against the luxury belt standard, and only when the display flashes green PASS does the leather receive approval to proceed to precision cutting.
The finished embossed leather sheet is fed into an automated slitting machine, where laser alignment lines ensure the material is perfectly straight before cutting begins.
A shaft mounted with multiple parallel rotary blades cuts the entire leather sheet in one pass, creating several perfectly straight things.
Waste trimmings from the uneven edges of the original sheet are automatically diverted into a scrap chute, leaving only the perfectly uniform belt streams.
A craftsman uses a fixed digital caliper to measure each strap at 3 different points, start, middle, and end, verifying sits. A computer-controlled cutting guillotine shears each belt strap to its exact finished length, with the machine programmed for stitchers. An edge-skiving machine with a razor-sharp angled blade shaves the sharp corners off each belt strap, creating a gentle belt race. High-speed abrasive wheels sand the beveled edges of each belt strap, smoothing rough fibers and creating a rounded profile that feels. A high vacuum extraction system immediately removes all sanding dust and loose fibers from the belt straps, ensuring a perfectly clean surface before. The buckle end of each belt strap is fed into a specialized skiving machine that reduces the leather thickness by half over the final 2 inches.
Finished structural straps are stored vertically in custom felt-lined wooden organizer trays, each strap isolated in its own slot to prevent surface.
A heated brass wheel creasing machine runs exactly 2 millimeters from each edge of the belt, creating a deep decorative border. A ribbon of 24-karat gold leaf foil is loaded into the hot stamping machine, threaded precisely under the heated brass
layers. The heated brass die presses the gold foil against the leather lining under controlled heat and pressure for 2 seconds, and when the press
murals. A high-power CNC laser engraver burns permanent information into the inner surface of each belt, including sizes. An automatic edge inking roller machine applies the first layer of dark brown-black polymer paint to the belt edge, the revolving distincted aid. Freshly edge-painted belts are hung vertically on specialized drying racks, where ceiling fans circulate gentle air across the wettingly. After the first coat dries, an artisan hand sands the belt edge with fine grit sandpaper, removing any micro bubbles or giblets. A second edge paint coat is applied, followed immediately by a protective high-gloss or matte wax glaze. A high-speed rotating cloth buffer wheel generates friction heat against the wax-coated edge, melting and burnishing the glaze into the paint. Each belt undergoes a final edge finish inspection under high-intensity magnifying lamps, where every millimeter of the polished edge is examined for flaws. An automatic indexing punch machine drives 5 sharp, hollow punches simultaneously through the belt tip, creating
A precision die cutter descends in a single powerful stroke to profile the belt tip into a luxury pointed arch shape. Wrinkles. A heavy-duty lock-stitch sewing machine with automatic border detection guides a wax-coated designer thread along the crease. As the needle approaches the curved tip, the machine automatically reduces speed, allowing the operator to guide the belt around the tight tension. Where the automatic sewing machine cannot reach due to the thickness of the buckle assembly, a master artisan uses a sharp hand awl to it. Using traditional saddle stitching that predates sewing machines, the master artisan passes 2 needles through each pilot hole from opposite sides. A heated tip element melts the thread ends into small molten balls, which are then pressed flat against the leather, fusing the synthetic fiber. In the hardware foundry, a high-frequency induction furnace melts copper and zinc alloy ingots at over 900 degrees Celsius. The molten metal is poured into precision steel molds where it fills every detail of the buckle cavity, and after cooling, the mold is opened. Pneumatic pliers separate the raw buckles from the casting tree. Then a 6-axis robotic arm moves each buckle through. The polished brass buckles enter an electroplating bath, where a controlled electric current deposits a micro-layer of 24-karat gold or palladium onto the surface. Using custom fixture blocks and soft-jaw pliers, the assembly worker fits the prong and roller sleeve into the buckle frame. Then,
The skived end of the finished belt strap is threaded through the gold-plated buckle frame, and a matching leather keeper loop is slid into position beside it.
2 heavy solid brass rivets are inserted through pre-drilled holes in the belt strap, one securing the folded buckle end and the second locking the keeper loop in place. A small desktop hydraulic press descends onto each rivet with controlled force, compressing the cap against the post and expanding the measurements. A final hand polish with a soft microfiber cloth and premium cream conditioner removes any assembly residue and nourishes the lections. The finished belt passes through a laser scanning tunnel, where multiple red laser grids project onto every surface.
A high-resolution camera and computer vision software examine each of the 240 stitches on the belt, measuring spacing angle and tension.
A 6-axis robotic arm with soft rubberized grippers gently rolls the completed belt into a tight coil using a high-speed Delta picker robot with mechanical suction cups snatches the empty luxury box from its conveyor and places it precisely in the path of the rolled belt. A pneumatic vacuum arm places a numbered authenticity card and a care instruction booklet into the box atop the rolled belt. The card helix. A mechanical guide rail system lifts the box lid and folds it closed, while a pressing pad applies even pressure to the closed box enters a shrink wrap tunnel where a curtain of transparent plastic film wraps around it. Then heated air nozzles shrink the film tight against every contour. A high-speed thermal printer creates a shipping label with a unique tracking barcode and destination address. A pneumatic applicator pad presses it onto the bottom of the shrink-wrapped box. The completed luxury belts travel down the dispatch conveyor to the loading bay, where they are stacked onto pallets and loaded into trucks.
This video is created for educational and informational purpose using advanced AI tools and human creativity. All concepts, scripting, and storytelling are independently developed to ensure originality. Visuals and animations are generated or enhanced using AI technologies such as Geo, Canva, and Group AI, while final editing and post-production are completed using CapCut and other professional editing tools. No external creator content has been copied or reused. Any resemblance to real-world environment, factories, or processes is purely coincidental. All scenes shown in this video are digitally created and do not represent real footage. This content is produced with transparency and follows YouTube monetization guidelines.